Good morning. I'm going to take y'all on my first ever hair tutorial video. Today is Sunday, so this is the way I usually fix my hair for church. It's usually in a high curly bun. I never really work my hair down. I just don't really like it getting in the way. So y'all just bear with me. I'm going to show you what all you'll need first to do this hair tutorial, and then I'm going to get started. So you're going to need some hairspray. I usually use Freeze It hairspray. Then you will just need a curling iron or curling wand. Mine is already hooked up. I use my curling iron as a curling wand. And then a hairbrush and some bobby pins and a hair tie. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. So some of the video I may have to skip through because it's going to take a while. But anyways, you start by putting your hair into a really high ponytail. So I have a lot of hair, so I don't usually wear it down because it gets in the way. So let me get some of this up in a ponytail. So sometimes I'll flip my hair over to smooth it out with my brush. Then I come back and I usually pull out some pieces for the front. I don't do a lot of slick back hairstyles. I have, but I'm not super crazy about them. But I'll do it just to change it up sometimes. So, but I think it looks a little better sometimes with some hair in the front, just to give it some added curls in the front. So somehow these pieces continue to grow. Sometimes when they get too long, I'll have like newer pieces like all this, and then I just keep doing it the same way. So what I do is after I get my front pieces out, I will go ahead and try to get it up into a high ponytail, and then I will spray it. So let's get that started. Okay. So on the third time through, I usually just make a small bun. And then I tighten it up. And then I kind of pull it to tighten up the front. Now it's not going to be perfect because, I mean, it's just not. So I will usually come in and I will spray to smooth this out. And then like, if it's too bad, I'll use pins to smooth it. And then this is the hair I have left over. So I wrap it around because I don't curl that whole piece too much. And then I start rolling. But I kind of do my hair the same way all the time. It may get on some people's nerves, but I'm not a professional hair fixer. So I don't really care about fixing my hair. That's why it's usually left the same way all the time in a bun. You'll see that a lot. So what I'm going to do is I usually take it to the side and I twist it. And then I will wrap it around one time for this particular hairstyle until it reaches the back. And then I'm just going to pin that. Pin this hair in place. Kind of towards like in your bun or kind of in the back. But I mean, this is really not a hard hairstyle. It's just, if you have a lot of hair, it can be time consuming a little bit, but It's not difficult. So I'm just putting pins in there to make sure the hair is secure. Okay, so now this is what is left of my hair after I wrapped it around one time. So, kind of what I start doing is I will take this and I will just kind of pin it like this right here over to where I have my bun right here. So now what I do is I start curling this part right here so I can put it in my bun. So I'm going to spray the back some. Okay, so this is where I start curling everything that's left. So I'm going to curl a few pieces, and then what I'm going to do is pause the video until I get everything curled, because sometimes it takes a while. But I try to do smaller pieces, so I will have a fuller curl. And so I just kind of come in like this. I go all the way to the back where it's pinned at, and I don't use this as a hair curler where I clamp it. I do it as a wand. So I usually roll like this whole ponytail section that's left. And then I'll separate the curls and things like that. I'll show y'all that in just a second. So basically this is what you're gonna have. You'll have a curl that goes all the way kind of back to where you pinned it at. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause the video while I curl this whole section, and then I'll come back. Okay, I have this whole part curled now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some of the curls and separate them to get the fuller look for the curly bun. So I usually just separate and spin it around my finger like this. Just to give more volume. And then I don't spray this before I start putting it in the bun and everything, just because I don't want to spray it and it get too stiff to be able to maneuver in place in the bun like I want. So I try to just wait on spraying my hair, like the curls and stuff, until I'm completely done. So I try to separate as much of these as possible. Let me see. Especially some of the bigger ones. I try to make all of them kind of small, just because it gives more fullness to the bun, like the curls and stuff at the top. But kind of depends on how much time I have and how much time I want to spend doing it. Okay, so I've got them all separated, and I have just basically flipped my hair back to the back like this. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip it up like this over my bun. And then I'm just going to take like pins and pin it to the back of my bun so it will stay. And I don't really use like a mirror. I just go by like the feel to make sure they're all secure. And so after I get that pinned, I will come up to like the front, and this is where I will kind of hold the curls in place with my left hand while I'm kind of placing the curls at the top, the places I want it to be, with my other hand. So I'll kind of Go like this. And then I just take pins and I just start pinning the curls into the bun so it will stay where I'm placing it with my hand, if that makes sense. So some curls I let fall for the front and things like that. So I go in and I just pin everything pretty much anywhere it looks good. There's no particular dynamic to it. You just get it and place it wherever you feel comfortable. So you just kind of go in like this and kind of just pull the curls out, and then you're just pinning. To me, it's pretty easy. It's not that hard because you're using your bun that you have as the base for all your curls to go. So this is what it's starting to look like as I'm pinning it. I haven't sprayed it yet. So I do this hairstyle every single Sunday. It's literally, I'm sure people are tired of it, but anyways, it's just my favorite go-to hairstyle. So then kind of what I like to do, I like to have a few pieces that I leave on like the sides. So that's why I didn't bring all of it into the bun. I'll pin it like kind of right there on the side to give it like some of that messier look. That's kind of like, you know, some of the curls have fallen and it just makes it fuller to me. Okay, so I did the same on this side as well. And so now I'm just kind of going in and like making sure everything is secure in my bun before I spray it. So, I don't know. I just like this hairstyle. I think it's really pretty. And it's, to me, it's very dressy. It looks good with your Sunday outfits. And I don't like my hair stringing all the way down. So if I wear it up, I'm able to keep it up. So I usually do the higher buns because I'm able to keep them up. Like this hairstyle for me will stay up until I take it down and I wash it. So now I'm just going in and I'm going to spray it real good and fix any flyaways. Even with the back, I'll just kind of use my fingers to smooth the back. Okay, so I am going to curl the front pieces, but I'm trying to save time on the video, so I'm going to curl these front pieces with the same hair wand, and I'll be right back to show you how it looks, like the finished product. Okay, so this is the finished hairstyle. I just finished spraying everything, so I don't usually leave my glasses on when I do my hair because hairspray gets all over them. So I usually take my glasses off and stuff when I do my hair. But anyways, this is the hair. Here's the messy bun. Messy curly bun, okay? I don't like it to be extremely perfect, but okay. And then later when I get ready, I'm gonna add some hair clips and stuff, and I will show you what it looks like once I get dressed and everything. So thank y'all for watching my first ever hair tutorial. Actually, kind of let me know how I did because I don't know. I'm not really professional at this, but I'm trying. So And this is how it looked heading to church after the curls had relaxed some. Thank you guys for watching.